everyone. Welcome to the 9th Annual Hall of Fame dinner, as well as the 11th Annual Scholarship Awards dinner. My name's Steve Shovey. I'm going to attempt to be your Master of Ceremonies tonight. If everyone could just please rise and we'll salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to call to your attention the fact that Crusader Nation has lost a very loved and valuable member of our family. Recently, Ron Pacina, who was really a very proud Johnson Crusader, just recently passed away. And if I could ask your indulgence for just a moment of silence in Ron Pacina's memory. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call your attention to the center of the room where co-president and founder of this association, Art Lundgren, yeah, we have room for you, Art.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, well, he stole the show, so.
I didn't mean to do that. Started early on it.
Yeah. So, we have a lot of awards to give out tonight. When we get started, we're going to be awarding 20 scholarships tonight, as well as 7 Hall of Fame inductions. So I would just request that everyone, if you have the opportunity to speak, that you just try to keep your remarks brief, because otherwise we won't get out of here till like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to try to avoid that. And people have said to me, maybe we shouldn't do both in one night. Maybe we shouldn't have the scholarship winners the same night as the Hall of Fame inductions. And I'll be honest with you, I've thought about that, and Art and I have talked about it, and we kind of really like the idea of having the scholarship winners here and seeing the Hall of Fame members and getting to meet them and seeing those inductions. And one of the main reasons that we think that's a good thing to have them all here together is because the scholarship winners are very likely to be some of the Hall of Fame members in the future. So we really like to have both of them here. I'd like to ask all the members of the committee, of the Alumni Association committee, to stand for a round of applause. If you're on the alumni committee, please stand up. These people have worked very hard to make an evening like tonight possible. I'd like to thank also Jen Feely, principal at ALJ, Joe Cardinelli, the assistant principal, all the administration, Ed Grandy, the superintendent, couldn't be here tonight, but he asked me to extend his best wishes. But I'd like to thank all the administration at the high school for everything they do to make tonight possible. Believe me, it couldn't happen without their help. Okay, so tonight we're going to be awarding 20 scholarships, $20,000 scholarships. We'll also be inducting 7 people into the Hall of Fame. In addition to the scholarship donations, the generosity of this group has raised over $5,700 in donations. That's not including scholarship donations. So thank you very much. And this is one of the largest attended events that we've had. We have over 195 people here tonight. So it's the support that you've given this organization and the students from Johnson and the Hall of Fame members is greatly appreciated. Thank you. The last thing I'd like to mention before I step down and we eat, which is what you're probably more interested in than listening to me, is that I'd like you to save the date for next year's event. It's going to be held right here again on May 18th, 2023. Okay. All right, at this time I'd like to call up Betty Ann Tortorello.
Steve, give me.
Oh yeah, come on up. It's all yours, sir.
Thank you. I couldn't stay away. A few surgeries tried to make me, but Steve mentioned thanks so many people, and I just add my thanks to that. The benefactors, the beneficiaries, you're so fortunate, and all the donors. It's just incredible. But I have to get a shout out to Steve. Without him, and I understand his elected vice president, this never would have happened. The committee, Dolores Toth, with the scholarships, Betty Ann Tortorello, with the dinner. They say, you can be replaced in a heartbeat. Well, I wasn't going to give up the heartbeat, but I'm glad Steve did such a wonderful job. Steve, you were going to recognize your vice president?
I was kind of told not to.
Well, no, Liz. Come on up here, Jamie. Steve told me how hard Jamie worked to help him through this process. And she's as much responsible for this as the rest of the committee. So Jamie, we officially anoint you Vice President, I guess we can't say elect, but we thank you so much for your effort in helping Steve. Thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen. I'll probably be leaving sometime after I devour dinner, but I just wanted to wish the scholarship winners the best of luck, and I think Steve is correct. Some of you will be receiving the Hall of Fame awards or be standing up here running the Alumni Association when you're ready. And the Hall of Famers, obviously, we congratulate you. You accomplished this over years of service to your community, and we just thank you for that. So thank you, and let's eat, I guess, huh?
Yeah, live stream. This event is being live streamed at this point, right?
Yes.
So you guys are all on TV. Everybody behave yourselves. Okay, the first thing we're going to start with tonight is the awarding of the scholarships. And as I said previously, we have 20 scholarships to give out tonight to 20 great kids, great ALJ graduates. I can't resist taking this opportunity just to give you guys a little bit of advice. The one thing I would tell you is as you move out of high school and make your way in the world, one thing that you want to do is you want to try to spot the people that are going to help you. Try to find the helpers out there, okay? And they're out there. There's people that are going to lift you up. There's people that are going to support you, give you encouragement when you're down. Find them. They're all over the place, okay? They may be a college professor that you have. They may be a friend that you meet that you didn't know in high school, or a longtime high school friend that my high school friends are sitting over at that table over there, those couple tables over there. And we're still real tight, and we're tight with each other because, you know, we lift each other up, and we always have. So look for those people. And the one thing I would tell all the scholarship winners tonight is you're going to be meeting some helpers tonight, people that have never met you, that really have extended themselves to help you out. So that's the kind of people that you want to associate yourself with. Those are the kind of people you want to find. And those are the kind of people that eventually you want to become. Okay? So at this point, I'd like to turn the program over to Dolores Toth, who is the Scholarship Committee Chairwoman.
Before I start, I would like to take a moment to thank Steve Joffe and his wife Jamie for stepping up to the plate. They did a wonderful job putting the dinner together. Thank you both. And now I also had a little clip here that I think I'm just going to throw out because I said I'd like to thank Art Lundgren for his dedication. And we didn't think he was going to be here tonight, but he surprised us all, and we are so happy that he was here to be able to join us. I would also like to thank the Guidance Department for all their hard work, and also acknowledge our Scholarship Committee, Janet Papetti, Susan Alachi, Linda Bukowski, and Louise Oslins. You have no idea how hard it is to try and select scholarship award winners. It is a daunting task, and you should be proud of yourselves for being able to earn this scholarship. This is the 11th year the Alumni Association has awarded $1,000 scholarships to well-deserving ALJ students. Thanks to your generosity and all of the scholarship sponsors, tonight we will be awarding 20 $1,000 scholarships. We would like the scholarship award winners, along with their families, to please come up and tell us what school you will be attending and the major you would like to pursue. And we would also like the scholarship sponsors to join them for a photo and to congratulate them. The ALJ Alumni Association is proud to award $1,000 to our 2022 Scholarship Award winner, Anthony Kandari. Anthony, if you and your family would please come up and tell us what school you will be attending and the major you would like to pursue. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthony Kandari. I just want to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for giving me the opportunity to have the scholarship. And I will be attending Rutgers next year, New Brunswick, and studying exercise science.
Our second Alumni Association scholarship is named in memory of Susan Bacon Caravellano, who along with the class of '61 helped to establish the Alumni Association Scholarship Fund. This year, $1,000 scholarship winner is Philip Brennan. Philip, please come up.
Hello, everyone. I just want to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for this award and scholarship. I will be attending Lehigh University this fall, and I'm going to be studying in engineering.
Well, Donald Storms was supposed to be here tonight to give out scholarships. He has 2 scholarships, but he is going to watch his grandson's graduation, I believe. So guess what? We're going to have someone else to hand them out again. Donald Storm's class of '69 scholarship is awarded to John Brighouse. Please come up with your family.
everyone. I'm John Brickhouse. I will be attending Ramapo College, and I'm studying engineering.
The second Donald Storm Scholarship is in memory of the deceased members of the class of '59, and it's awarded to Madeline Yanni. Please come up with your family.
Good evening, everyone. As mentioned before, my name is Madeline Yanni, and I would also really like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for this very generous scholarship. I will be attending Seton Hall University in the fall, and I plan to study psychology.
Michelle Creedon sends her congratulations to the winners of the Michelle Creedon Class of '66 scholarships. Our first scholarship winner is Peyton Collins.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thank you to the ALJ Alumni Association for this scholarship. I will be attending Kean University as an English major for teacher education K through 12. Thank you again.
The second Michelle Creedon Scholarship has been awarded to Sarah Sapkowski. Would you please come up?
First, I would like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for awarding me this scholarship. I will be attending the College of New Jersey next year, where I will continue my academic career and athletic career in track and field, and I will be studying speech pathology.
Would Karen Fernandez please come up to congratulate the $1,000 Karen Fernandez Class of '66 Scholarship to Danae Arbello Alexio and her family.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Dana. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the ALJ High School Alumni Association. I will be furthering my academic career at Rutgers, New Brunswick, where I will be pursuing my passion for mechanical engineering with a concentration in aerospace engineering. Thank you once more.
Eileen Shaborda Miller, Class of '61, and Ronald L. Miller, LTC, U.S. Army Corps of Engineering, retired, Vietnam Veteran Scholarship in memory of Captain Robert Savell, Class of '61, USMC, has been awarded to Ryan Pfizer. The Shaborda family sends their congratulations to Ryan and his family.
Good evening. Good evening. I would just like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for giving me the scholarship, and I would also like to thank all the men and women who have currently or who have served in the U.S. military. I will be attending Pennsylvania College of Technology for Homeland Security and Emergency Management next year.
Our Hall of Fame recipient, Dr. Edwin Anderson Scholarship in memory of Stephen Tripka, Class of '62, has been awarded to Joseph Carney. Please come up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joe Carney.
I would first like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for the scholarship, and I will be attending FDU Florham next year, where I'll be majoring in history education, and I will also be playing basketball.
Our Hall of Fame recipient, Ralph Morano, class of 65, is once again awarding two $1,000 scholarships. Please come up to congratulate this year's winner, John Philippopoulos.
Hello, my name is John Philippakis. I'm very thankful to receive the scholarship. This fall, I will be attending Central Connecticut State University and majoring construction management.
Our second Ralph Morano class scholarship is awarded to Lucas Zamboni. Please come up.
Hi everybody, I'm attending Pratt Institute and I'm majoring in construction management, and I just want to say thank you for the scholarship that I've received.
We would like to thank our Hall of Fame recipient, Dr. Kenneth and Patricia Oswald, for sponsoring the Ken and Pat Oswald Medical Nursing Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Please come up to congratulate your scholarship winner, Callie Jankoustas, with her family.
I would first off like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for this scholarship opportunity, and next year I will be continuing my academic career at Rutgers, New Brunswick, where I will be studying biology.
The Meg Walsh Entrepreneurship Scholarship for Women in the amount of $1,000 will be awarded to Julia Steiner.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Julia Steiner. I would first like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association. Next year, I'm going to be attending the University of Connecticut, and I'm going to be majoring in chemical engineering.
This year, we are honored to award two Robert L. Kastner Memorial Scholarships. Mr. Kastner was also a Hall of Fame recipient and distinguished faculty member. We ask the Kastner family to please come up to congratulate scholarship winner Ryan Crowley.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for awarding me the scholarship. I will also be attending the University of West Virginia in the fall and majoring in finance.
Unfortunately, our second scholarship winner, Lauren Rowland, had a family emergency and is unable to attend tonight, but would like to thank the Kastner family for their scholarship. This
Okay,
year,
thank
we
you.
have 4 new benefactors accounting for 5 new scholarships. This year, Bill Hempel, class of 73 Memorial Scholarship, is awarded to Tatum Dobbins. Would Mrs. Hempel please join us to congratulate Tatum and her family?
Hello, everyone. I would like to thank the Alumni Association for this scholarship. In the fall, I'll be continuing my athletic career in field hockey and academic career in marketing at Towson University.
Philip R. Frowley, class of 62, has sponsored 2 music education scholarships this year. The first scholarship is in memory and appreciation of Mildred Midkoff, choir director 1958 to 1975, has been awarded to Brandon Diaz.
I would like to apologize for my parents not coming. Yeah, my name is Brandon Diaz. I'm going to go to Kane University for math teacher education. Delay.
The second scholarship, in memory and appreciation of Andrew Japina, band director 1957 to 1978, has been awarded to Judah Gray. Bill, please join us.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Judah Gray, and I'd like to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for this award. I will be attending Kane for Communications this year.
Lou DeRosso is one of our newly inducted Hall of Fame recipients. We would also like to thank you for donating the program and name tags tonight. And Lou has also offered the Lou DeRosso Business Scholarship to Ariana Gonzalez. Please come up with your family.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ariana Gonzalez. I would first like to thank the Alumni Association for this scholarship. You have no idea how much this means to me. Any amount goes a long way, and I am super thankful. In the fall of 2022, I will be attending Pace University, New York City campus for Human Resource Management.
The ALJ Scholar Career Development Scholarship has been awarded to Shannon Keenan. We ask Ken Oswald, on behalf of the scholarship benefactor, to please come up to award Shannon and her family.
Hello. I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times tonight, but I'll say it as well. I just want to thank the ALJ Alumni Association for this scholarship. I will be attending Loyola University of Maryland in the fall with a major in sociology.
As of this year, 2022, the Alumni Association has awarded $88,000 in scholarships. Thank you for your support, and if anyone wishes to donate to our scholarship fund or sponsor a $1,000 scholarship for next year, your donation would be greatly appreciated by our ALJ students. I would also like to invite our alumni to attend our ALJ Alumni Association meetings. We usually meet 3 or 4 times a year at the high school around 10:30. Please visit our website, and we would love to have new members join us to support our students. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was 20 pretty impressive young people. Why don't we give them another big round of applause? You know, it's kind of intimidating for me to hear these people come up here at 17, 18 years of age and have such, direction in their life. When I was their age, I decided I was going to go to Kane, Newark State at the time, and my reason was because it was in Union. And I teach there now, and it's still the same reason, because... Okay, we're going to begin with the Hall of Fame inductions now. And we have 7 people that are going to be inducted tonight into the ALJ Hall of Fame, the ALJ Alumni Association Hall of Fame. I can speak personally. In my case, I was inducted in 2016, and I count it as one of the truly important things that have happened to me in my life. I really, it's very important to me, and I'm still, very grateful to the Alumni Association for seeing that I was fit to be inducted. And I'm sure that all the members that are here tonight feel the same way. And we're about to welcome 7 new people into the ALJ Hall of Fame. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Jen Feely, principal of Arthur L. Johnson High School.
Thank you, Steve. Just want to thank the Alumni Association. This has been a phenomenal organization to be part of the last 5 years, and we could not be here without everyone that's here tonight with your contributions. After speaking with Art, he said in the first year you had 2 scholarships, and now we're up to 20 scholarships. So that is really just a contribution by you. It's you dedicating yourself back to ALJ, and it's certainly an evening where we all come full circle. And so I congratulate our students, our parents, our guardians, and all of our contributors here tonight. Thank you for bringing it all together. The Arthur L. Johnson High School Hall of Fame was created to honor distinguished alumni and individuals associated with the high school to have contributed in a positive manner to the profession, their community, or to the students of Arthur L. Johnson High School. There are 7 categories which an individual can be nominated: accomplished professional, community contributor, Crusader Pride, hero, volunteer, military fallen heroes, and distinguished faculty. Our first inductee for this evening. At this time, I'd ask Luis Del Rosso to please come forward as I talk a little bit. Congratulations. He's a class of 63 under Crusader Pride. As an ALJ student, Luis's passion for ALJ and education began with his involvement in the Key Club, chorus, basketball, ALJ baseball team. Lewis graduated from ALJ in 1963 and attended Fairleigh Dickinson University for 1 year. In '64, he transferred to Rutgers College of Pharmacy, graduated in '69 with a pharmacy degree. He purchased his first pharmacy business in '71 in Summit and purchased 6 more pharmacies along with a surgical business within the next 15 years. In addition to his passion for his business, another passion he has always had was music. In '99, he continued his pursue this passion by opening a well-known guitar store, Guitars and Jazz. He is now one of the largest archtop jazz guitar dealers in the United States. He has received the Summit Mayor's Cup Award and is currently on staff at FDU as a tennis coach for the men's and women's tennis team. Lewis is married 52 years this year to his wife, Sandy. He resides in Summit, New Jersey, and within blocks of his 2 wonderful children, Joseph and Gina, daughter-in-law, Laura. They are grandparents to 8 beautiful children, which they enjoy spending time. I'd like to congratulate Luis Del Rosso, class of 63, for Crusader Pride.
I asked if I should say something, and she said absolutely. I'd like to congratulate all the graduates for their achievements. I'd like to congratulate their parents, their families, and their grandparents for all that support. What can I tell you people with so much direction? The one thing I can guarantee, as the years go by, you're going to be telling yourself, I can't believe how many times my parents were right. You're going to hear that over and over again. And the reason for that is experience. They have experience, you have wisdom, you have education. They have wisdom and experience. So what can I help you guys with? I've got plenty of experience. I've been out of school almost 60 years. I don't think you can fathom how long 60 years is from now. So perhaps I can give you a little advice on how to live a successful and rewarding life in 3 minutes. Who knows who Alex Rodriguez is? I guess only a few people. Alex Rodriguez is a famous baseball player. Alex was raised by a single mom, so life wasn't all that easy for him. When he got to high school, of course, he went out for freshman baseball. A couple weeks into his baseball season, his coach took him aside and said, Alex, you have great ability. You're a big guy. He says, you're going to get bigger and you're going to get stronger. And he said, by the time you graduate in 4 years, you're going to be Major League Baseball's #1 pick. Alex looked at the coach and said, you talking to me? He didn't believe it. But now Alex was just given a goal, he was given a belief, and he was given confidence, and he had a mentor. So he knew where he was going, but how did he get there? Let's go back to baseball again. Who knows who Yogi Berra was? Just the same amount of people. People who graduated with me know who Yogi Berra was. Yogi Berra was an all-star catcher on the Yankees in the 1950s. He later became a manager for the Yankees, for the Mets. Yogi was known for his humor and his paradoxical statements, which were called yogiisms. Nobody goes there anymore. It's too busy. We're completely lost, but we're making great time. When his team was losing in the second inning, he'd say, it gets late early. And the most important was, when you come to a fork, take it. Well, you're gonna have a lot of forks in your life. You're gonna have to choose which direction to go in. How are you gonna do it? How did Alex do it? If you have written goals, and they can be personal, they can be family, they can be financial, they can be whatever you want them to be, and you revisit them, every time you come to that fork, your goal would lead you to the right path. So for you graduates, your whole life is in front of you. Make it a great one. Thank you.
At this time, I would ask Mr. Oswald to come forward. Our second inductee this evening is Mrs. Dyneck Smith, class of '63, accomplished professional. Janet, oh, you can clap. Janet was ALJ's valedictorian in 1963. She earned her Bachelor of Biology at Bucknell University and a PhD in cytology at Cornell University, followed by a postdoctoral fellowship at Sloan Kettering and a year as a visiting scientist at Cambridge University. Janet began as an instructor of anatomy at the Medical College of Pennsylvania. She advanced to become a professor of neurobiology and anatomy at Drexel University College of Medicine in 2008 and continues in this capacity. She is the recipient of 13 Golden Apple Awards for excellence in teaching, has served on multiple professional and administrative committees at the graduate medical school level. She has been teaching at the graduate and medical school level since '73 and has been active in mentoring students at both levels. She has authored and co-authored 37 peer-reviewed papers, web-based publications, and abstracts. We congratulate Janice Dyneck Smith, class of '63, for accomplished professional. We have Mr. Oswald to say a few words on her behalf tonight.
Just want to be sure there's no confusion. This is Janet currently, but she has asked me, and I'm honored to say a few words that she has given me to say to you. She said, first of all, my apologies for not being able to with you in person. An old friend is being honored today at a symposium in Philadelphia, and my husband is one of the keynote speakers at that event. I really do wish I could have been with both places at once, but long-standing friendships such as that are hard to put aside. I want to thank everyone for the honor of being elected to the ALJ Hall of Fame. That starts with my classmates, Kenny and Pat Housewald, fine people, who nominated me, and most certainly extends to the selection committee and to the organizers of tonight's event. I'm very grateful to even have been considered for such a distinction. I was also pleased to see two of my classmates among the other inductees. I remember Bob Einzinger and Lou Del Rosso very well, and I wish I would have really enjoyed seeing them in person. Congratulations to them and to the other Hall of Famers inducted tonight. This dinner seems to me to be quite the unique occasion because it brings together some alumni who, like me, are nearing the end of their professional careers, and scholarship winners who are just starting out in theirs. I'd like to address the rest of my remarks to the scholarship winners. First of all, congratulations to all of you. Second, I know, dear scholarship winners, that sitting through a formal affair like this is probably not your favorite Thursday night pastime. But I'm betting that your Alumni Association arranged things this way that you might benefit from hearing from those of us who've been there and done that, so to speak. So here's the message I have for you. ALJ did important things for me. I had outstanding teachers who inspired me. I had excellent guidance advice that pointed me in the right direction for a satisfying career. But when I think back on it, what strikes me most of what ALJ did not do. Nobody at ALJ told me there were things I couldn't do. Nobody told me that girls couldn't or shouldn't go on to earn a PhD degree. Nobody suggested that I couldn't become a research scientist or a medical school professor, even though at that time those were not common goals for women. And because ALJ didn't set limits on my future, neither did I. Over the years, I've tried to pass the same mindset on to the medical students I've taught, male and female alike. And my hope tonight is that each of you will take that belief to heart and then pass it on to those you mentor during your own careers. No goal is totally out of the question unless you allow yourself to think it is. We all benefit when barriers come down and horizons expand. My best to all of you, and go Crusaders. Work hard, be patient, and be kind. Remember the values you've learned here at ALJ, and remember to enjoy your life along the way.
Our next recipient is Mr. Robert E. Eisinger, class of 1963, accomplished professional. Mr. Robert E. Eisinger graduated from Georgia Tech with a Bachelor of Science degree in physics with the highest honors. He obtained his PhD in solid state physics from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. He received additional education in atomic engineering and hazardous waste management at Westinghouse, UCLA, and Battelle. He has been a member of the American Nuclear Society for 35 years and has authored and co-authored 76 scientific papers. He has an international reputation and has lectured, consulted, and chaired programs on nuclear waste throughout the U.S. and worldwide. Once again, we have Mr. Hoswell speaking on behalf of Mr. Robert Eisinger. Congratulations.
Okay, everybody, I'm back to being a dude. This is Bob today. Again, I'm honored that he's asked me to deliver his remarks to you all. He says, I would like to thank Ken Housewell for my nomination, the Alumni Association for the award, and my wife of 52 years for putting up with me. I am honored by this award, as I am by the Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Nuclear Society that I was just notified that I will receive. I regret that due to unforeseen circumstances, I am unable to attend either of these events. I have had a successful and productive career in the nuclear field doing research and regulation work on the storage, transportation, and disposal of spent nuclear reactive fuel. I was able to lead research groups, mentor PhD students, and provide consultation to both domestic and foreign organizations. I did my research at a number of prestigious national laboratories, such as the Argonne Northwest Laboratory, the Idaho National Laboratory, and the Pacific Northwest Laboratory. At these laboratories, I managed several groups and departments on materials applications and dealt with medical isotope purification and use, radioactive waste sequestration, evaluation of the limited abilities of radioactive material spread from accidents, and related topics. Later in my career, I established fuel testing procedures, large-scale spent fuel demonstration testing, and several regulatory guidance procedures at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. I have consulted at the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna and with regulators in Germany, Japan, Korea, Sweden, Finland, and other countries. I took many scientific and mathematical courses at ALJ, but the courses that may have been the most useful in my medical career were, drumroll, English. Communication is so important. If one does not hear and understand what someone says, then there is no transfer of ideas. While this award is for my professional achievements, my proudest achievements are the successes of my 2 daughters and 5 grandchildren. For example, one daughter is a permanent middle school substitute teacher, and the other is a senior vice president of a major worldwide advertising firm. 3 of my grandchildren are graduating this year, one with an MS in marine biology, one with a BS in mechanical engineering. We've heard that several times tonight. Both from the University of Maryland at College Park, and the third graduates this year from high school with 4 5s. Kids will know what that means. At AP test and a full 4-year scholarship at the University of Maryland in mechanical engineering. I believe these successes are in a great way due to the lessons that I learned while at ALJ, and I pass them on to you. Respect for teachers, value in education, perseverance, doing homework, and trying one's hardest. Thank you again.
At this time, I would ask Kenneth Stephen Lavroth to please come up to the podium. Class of '82, Community Contributor Hall of Famer. Kenneth, or Kenny, as he is better known, has been serving the Clark community for his entire life. As a lifelong member of the Clark community, Kenny began to work at Deli King of Clark immediately after graduating ALJ. He quickly began to run his father's kosher delicatessen, leading the operation with his father. His business has served local institutions, the Clark Police, fire departments, and the Temple Beth Obeth Torah for over 40 years. As the years pass, his business and philanthropy has expanded to the tri-state area. In 2016, he and Deli King were awarded Master of a Good Name Award for his continuous efforts in serving the community for 32 years. Super Sundays, holiday dinners, and in the wake of 9/11 and more. Kenny has shown a dedication to his generosity and genuine appreciation for the communities that he has served. His service goes above and beyond the food business. We congratulate you, Kenneth, our new inductee under Community Contributor.
Good evening, everybody. My parents moved to Clark when I was born. As far back as I can remember, it was a great town to grow up in. I always felt safe, and there was always something to do, whether it was playing in the neighborhood, Little League, Pop Warner, Clark Soccer Club, or a game of stickball. I attended Mildred Terrace School, now Carl H. Kumpf, and then went on to ALJ. Shortly after high school, my father, Richard Lavroff, opened up a business in town called Deli King, and I was offered the opportunity to get involved. I learned a lot of things from my father over the years, and one of them was to always be generous and to support the community that supports you. He taught me how to do that quietly and without looking for anything in return. Overall, we have been in business in town for almost 40 years, and over those years, I have always tried to support the town, the schools, the religious communities, and the people that make this community safe for all of us. So whether it's sending food to the fire department when they're working overnight, feeding the police when they come in for lunch, donating to the volunteer emergency squad for all that they do, feeding families that lost members in 9/11, lost homes in Hurricane Sandy, or something small like donating a gift card for a fundraiser or supporting our schools and many clubs. It has always been my pleasure to do so. Receiving this award was quite a surprise. I didn't even know it existed. My wife and my sons noticed the award displayed in another vendor's store and did all the legwork to nominate me. I have to say I was honored and shocked when they presented me with the letter that I was chosen. Hopefully we will remain in business for many years to come, and I will be able to continue to support the community as we have in the past. With that said, I would like to thank you for this honor and congratulate all of those that are being honored here tonight.
Everyone's going to have to come back and get their goodie bag.
Thank you so much.
Our next inductee, I would ask Alan Richard to please come up to the podium. Our next inductee, Mrs. Loria Bailey Dandy Smith, under distinguished faculty. Born in Geneva, Alabama, Loria was the second oldest of 7 children. She was an industrious student, excelling in her classwork studies with honors. She actively participated in the student body leadership. At Rosenwald High School, she once led a protest to improve cafeteria meals, resulting in her receiving school suspension. Don't try that, guys. Yeah. We just have a couple more weeks ago. All right. She was an avid reader, and one of her hobbies was collecting books. She loved sharing the newly found knowledge and wisdom, often motivating her friends and others to read, explore, as well as inspiring them to love to learn. Loria graduated from Clark College, Atlanta, Georgia, where she majored in English and minored in French. After graduation, she returned to Florida and briefly taught English in the Miami-Dade County School District. An opportunity arose for her to move to New Jersey to teach, as well as to complete her master's degree. In '68, Mrs. Smith became the first African-American teacher to be hired by the school district. With her personality, kindness, and exceptional warmth, she hit the ground running. Somewhere in her busy life, she was awarded a scholarship to study in Ghana, Africa, which piqued her interest in journalism. The experience created new ideas for her to share, especially with her students at Arthur L. Johnson High School in Clark. Mrs. Smith was a language arts teacher as well as the advisor to the school newspaper, The Crusader. She studied at UCLA and University of Southern California and was pursuing a master's in Black Studies with a concentration on humanities at Columbia University. Tragically, on April 24, 1971, Mrs. Smith was killed in a car crash. She was just 31 years old. Although her tenure at ALJ was brief, her impressions have lasted a lifetime. She loved going to ALJ to teach and continued the war on ignorance. She was a fantastic teacher. Mrs. Dandy was one of my favorites, with just a few remarks that some of her students shared in the aftermath of her tragic passing. It is obvious that Mrs. Smith was well loved by her students and, most importantly, constantly exhibited a generosity of love and character. She had no children of her own, but embraced all she met by sharing her life's experiences. Her legacy of sharing and caring about others continues to touch the lives of those who knew and felt her kindness yet fairness. At this time, I'm going to turn the podium over to Mr. Richard.
I'm going to tell a quick story. I was in the charter class of this Hall of Fame, and as Steve said, it's still one of the most important things that ever happened to me. And I really had a lot of teachers. I ended up going to law school, and had many teachers over many years. And Mrs. Smith was my all-time favorite teacher. And one story happened. She was also my journalist advisor. And one day she came in and she said, "Alan, what do you think of the Yankees?" And I was a Mets fan. So I said, "I hate the Yankees." And she said, "That's too bad, because I had arranged for you to go to Yankee Stadium and sit in the press box with Phil Rizzuto, the Hall of Fame shortstop and announcer, and do the game." So I tried every trick in the book to try to get her to, change her mind. And she said, "No, Alan, I'm going to teach you a lesson." But fortunately, the next year she came in and she said, "Alan, what do you think about the Yankees?" And I said, "I love the Yankees." So anyway, I am so thrilled that I have two of her sisters here and one of her nieces here, and I'm going to ask them to come up right now and accept this.
Good evening to everyone on this exciting occasion. We'd like to thank you, the hard workers of ALJ Alumni Association, the school personnel, Alan, and to everyone else who made this day possible to memorialize our sister, Loria Bailey Dandy Smith, into the Hall of Fame category as distinguished faculty. She would have been overjoyed to be here personally to receive this honor. The kindness from her heart was deep-seated motivation, and that kindness has been returned to her today by those who knew her, loved her, continue to talk of her, and have not forgotten her. Although she is no longer among us the living, having passed away in the prime of her life, we live the day when we will all be reunited with her, which was made possible by the ransom sacrifice given in behalf of many, as proof of a resurrection, a gift from our grand creator. At that joyous time, we can tell Loria how much she was loved and missed. Thank you for your kindness.
At this time, ask Bill Duffy to please come up to the podium for our next inductee. Our next inductee, Mr. William Watterson, class of '65, under Hero. Mr. William Watterson graduated from ALJ in 1965. He joined the U.S. Marine Corps and deployed to Vietnam for a 13-month deployment. Upon his discharge in 1969, he attended the Union County Police Academy and joined the Clark Police Department. He became engaged to Veronica Scott, graduate of the ALJ class of 1965, and was to be married in November of 1971. On July 4th, 1971, while on a routine patrol, William Watterson came upon a robbery and was shot and killed by the suspect. 2022 marks the 51st anniversary of his death. William Watterson paid the ultimate sacrifice, keeping Clark Township safe. He's the only ALJ graduate to join the law enforcement and die in the line of duty. He is a role model for others in his profession and the citizens of Clark and the ALJ community. We want to congratulate William Watterson under Hero category.
I wasn't prepared to say
This
anything.
is Ginny Watterson Black, his
Yes.
sister.
Billy was my brother. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm so thankful that he's being remembered. It's been a long time, but I still miss him every day. He was a great guy. Billy will tell you about it. Yeah, he just really was a great guy. So thanks, everybody.
I didn't work with Billy. I came on a job a year after he was killed in the line of duty. But he had a very good friend, a patrol partner, retired Sergeant Bobby Clark. They were both Vietnam combat veterans. They were partners, went on many calls. And I'm sure they told war stories over a cup of coffee from the White Diamond in that patrol car. So Bobby couldn't be here tonight. He's on the sick call list with a bum knee, an old football injury. This is from Bobby. Good evening, ALJ alumni and guests. I was supposed to be in attendance this evening in order to say a few words regarding one of tonight's inductees to your Alumni Hall of Fame. But I'm sure Bill Duffy has already explained my absence. I was hoping to see a lot of old friends here tonight. Although I did not attend ALJ, I have a strong connection to the school, past staff members, and alumni for being a Clark police officer for 30 years. I should say at first that today's date is not lost on me as it is May 19th. Ironically, number 19 is the badge number my best friend and often partner, William Waterson, wore on the early morning of July 4th, 1971, when Patrolman Waterson sacrificed his life in the line of duty. Anyone who knew and worked with Billy wouldn't have expected any less from him. And by now, there is no need for me to give a long explanation regarding the circumstances of the incident, and I'm sure that area has been put forth. Our friendship was immediate, as our respect for each other. We were both newly returning Vietnam combat veterans, he a Marine and me an Army grunt. It is common ground for members of the different service branches to tease or push each other to the brink of bloody nose or black eye or two, depending on what particular service you belong to. But it's really all in good natural fun as we respect each other dearly. So it was the case between Billy Waterson and myself, Bob Clark. I was told some time ago that I'd always be allowed to speak of Billy as his mom, Edna, and his dad, John, reminded me that I was part Waterson. So tonight, Billy Waterson is being admitted to your honor roll under the category of hero, as I understand. Well, I'm writing to inform you that you are a bit late. You see, Billy Waterson was a hero long before his untimely death. He was a hero to the folks in Clark and watched him grow up here. He was already a hero to his childhood friends and fellow teammates from the ALJ football team. He was already a hero to his Marine brothers and especially those serving in Vietnam by his side. He was already a hero to his mom, dad, sister Ginny, and brother Eddie. Everyone by this time should be aware that Billy, his dad John, and his brother Ed were and are also proud Marines. He was already a hero to those Clark police officers who served along with Billy. But he has been and always will be my best friend and hero. Billy, we will serve together again, my brother, as it was meant to be. Semper Fi, Devil Dog. Thank you to the committee and the entire ALJ alumni for honoring our hero tonight, Bobby Clark. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
What's around it?
At this time, I would ask the parents of Michael T. Sott to please come to the podium. Michael will be our last inductee into the Hall of Fame this evening. Michael Sott, a graduate of Arthur L. Johnson High School in 2017. He was a member of the Athletic Leadership Council, National Honor Society, varsity baseball team, and was voted the best teammate in the spring of 2017. He attended the College of New Jersey. He modeled leadership, service, and commitment to others. Michael was serving as a designated driver at TCNJ, responsibly chauffeuring 5 students from a party, when he was struck by a vehicle whose driver was under the influence. Michael's tragic death was difficult for many to comprehend, as he was doing the right thing and lost his life doing so. Michael was a math major with aspirations to become an actuary and was a valued member of the Phi Kappa Psi National Fraternity. He established a model to emulate for service, leadership, and commitment to others, And this is why he is going to be inducted into our class of 2022 under hero category.
Michael was a very proud graduate of ALJ. He attended public school in Clark, went to Henley, then to Kumpf. He made many friends. A lot of you here know of his story. All the recipients that are receiving scholarships tonight were probably in the 7th grade when this happened and know our family very well. He was the oldest of our 4 children. Not a day goes by that we don't think about him. We appreciate everything that the Township of Clark has done since Michael passed away. We appreciate you honoring him tonight here. Thank you, Mr. Shafi, for the nomination and for including us. Michael loves ALJ very much. Thank you.
I'll just echo some words that have been said tonight. First of all, congratulations to all the students who got scholarships this evening. That's awesome. Your parents are very proud of you. And continue the good work that you're doing. As far as the Hall of Famers in the room, for all those that have been inducted in the past, it's great to see that you're here. And for the new inductees this evening, congratulations. It is bittersweet that Mike was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Not the way I had imagined it would probably be. It is bittersweet for those that are friends or that have known our family or knew Mike or just heard his story. Let it be an inspiration. Just as you think about Mike and the legacy he created in just the 20 years he was here, his inspiration is that you never get behind the wheel of a car while you're drunk. And if students can go through the hallways of ALJ and just remember Mike's story, maybe they won't get behind the wheel or do something stupid and take the life of someone else. So that should be the thought we leave the room with. When you think of Mike, he did the right thing, he was doing the right thing, and you can do the right thing just by making a good decision not to get behind the wheel while you're intoxicated. So let that be the legacy he lives, and thanks again to the ALJ Alumni Association for this honor, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Just one more round of applause, all right, for everyone, for our scholarship recipients, our donors, and our new inductees. Mr. Shofi, you ready to close the show? Excellent.
Well, I thought that round of applause you gave just a second ago was okay. What I'd really like you to do is I'd like everybody, except for the honorees tonight, I'd like everybody to rise and give them a standing ovation, please. Thank you very much. Okay, we just have one more piece of business to attend to, something that has been a bit of a tradition here through the years that we've been doing this, I guess, 9th year that we've been doing this. And I'd like to call on Valerie Castor-Boyle to come up. And ladies and gentlemen, she is going to lead us all in the ALJ alma mater. The words are on the back of your program, the last page of your program, one of the last pages of your program.
Right here.
Yeah. And if you don't know the tune, just fake it.
Sing along with
Fake
me.
it till you make it.
Okay, over the years, they had to change the words to this song, though it was written in 1958. And had to change it because it used to be called, who knows, Johnson Regional. So they had to change it. Those of you who know it, Miss Midkiff made us learn it, Everybody had to learn it with Miss Mitty, so you better know. I know some of you had her. Okay, here we go. Raise a chorus, crusaders of A.L. Johnson High. Stand up, for now her colors fly. Ours to be your champion strong, to arm with mighty shields. Your standards will bear to every field. Dear ALJ, we honor thee. We'll keep thee in our memory. Your guiding light will lead the way and keep us safe through night and day. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you.